Yes, indeed. Welcome to Sports News. Holders Real Madrid will begin the defense of their UEFA Champions League title in Group G with last season's semi-finalists AS Roma, as well as CSKA Moscow and Victoria Pilsen. Cristiano Ronaldo will return to the club where he won the title in 2008 after Juventus were drawn in Group H with Manchester United, Valencia and Young Boys. Last season's finalists, Liverpool, will play in Group C with Paris Saint-Germain, Napoli and Red Star Belgrade. Spanish champions Barcelona are drawn in Group B with Tottenham Hotspur, PSV and 2010 winners Inter Milan. The tournament begins on Tuesday, September the 18th. Meanwhile, Madrid midfielder Luka Modric has been named UEFA Best Player of the Year for 2017-2018. Modric, who was a key component in Real's Champions League success last season, as well as Croatia's run to the final of the 2018 FIFA World Cup, saw off competition from his former teammate Cristiano Ronaldo and Liverpool striker Mo Salah. 13-time European Champions League winners Real Madrid swept the individual positional prizes too, with Keylor Navas picking up Goalkeeper of the Year, Captain Sergio Ramos named Defender of the Year, and Modric winning the Midfielder Award. Wolfsburg Pernille Harder won the UEFA Women's Player of the Year award. And in tennis, the International Table Tennis Federation, ITTF, has listed Nigeria's Haruna Quadri among the 20 male players who will be competing in the 2018 World Cup. The tournament is scheduled to hold from October the 19th to the 21st in Paris, France. Quadri got listed to represent Africa after his sterling performance at the 2018 Africa Cup held in March in Nairobi, Kenya. 2018 Africa Cup champion Dina Meschref of Egypt will represent the continent in the Women's World Cup, built for September the 28th to the 30th in Chengdu, China. And the sleazy side of sports administration, former senior Kenyan athletics official David Okeyo has been banned from the sport for life and fined $50,000 after being found guilty of diverting thousands of dollars of sponsorship payments for his personal use. The former Secretary General and Vice President of Athletics Kenya, as well as a member of the IAAF Council, is being investigated by the Sports Ethics Board in relation to payments made by a U.S. sportswear company over a 9-year period. The board found that Okeyo had not disclosed many of the payments to Athletics Kenya, breaching the ethics code on 10 occasions after taking sponsorship money that could have been better directed to support the development of the sport of athletics in Kenya. And that's it on Sports News. Amarat will be back in a moment with the rest of the news at 10.
Indeed, Charles, the immigrants in South Africa have fled the main township of Soweto following xenophobic attacks, which has claimed 3 lives. Violence broke out after locals accused a Somali shop owner of shooting a teenager and his friend who allegedly tried to break into his store. Police believe this triggered chaotic scenes of looting and violence, which spread to other areas of Soweto. A total of 27 people have been arrested. Officials condemned those who had taken the law into their own hands and described the disturbances as equivalent to anarchy. UN envoy to Syria, Staffan de Mistura, has warned of a perfect storm in the northwest of Syria and that humanitarian corridors be set up to allow civilians to be evacuated temporarily. The UN is desperate to avoid deaths of civilians seen recently in other parts of the country like Aleppo, Raqqa and the eastern Ghouta, and its diplomats are pleading with those fighting to show restraint. The Syrian government and its allies, such as Russia, is continuing with its threatened offensive against rebels. Russia has accused the rebels of using civilians as human shields and described them as terrorists which must be wiped out in Idlib. Almost 3 million people live in Idlib, where, according to the UN, there are around 10,000 al-Nusra and al-Qaeda jihadist fighters. And the main news again. The National Executive Committee of the All Progressives Congress, they adopted the use of direct primary to choose its presidential candidates for the 2019 general elections. Also today, the Senate President, Dr. Bukola Saraki, formally declared his intention to run for the office of President in 2019 on the platform of the People's Democratic Party. But the hashtag #NotTooYoungToRun movement, at whose event Dr. Saraki announced his intention, distanced itself from the Senate President's declaration. In a letter, the group criticized him for taking undue advantage of their forum. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.